In this video, we'll go over creating tasks within your HelixIntel account. You can create a task in a couple of ways. The first way I'll show you is through the task page. When you arrive on the task page, you'll see all of the groups that you've set up within your account. So for example, you can see here I have my default task group, recurring tasks, and so on. On this page, I can create a new task in a few ways. I can do it by clicking New in the upper right hand corner. I can click New next to the header of the group, or I can click New from within the group. Let's say I wanted to add a task to my default task group. If I were to click New right here, you'll see that the group has already been selected in the top left corner. If I click New next to the group header, you'll see the same thing. If I click New in the upper right hand corner, all I have to do is select the group that I want to place it into. It'll default to the initial group on my page, so if I wanted this to appear in the HVAC tasks section, for example, I would just click HVAC tasks. At this point, the process of adding task information is the same across the board. So I'll go back in here and I will create a new task. It could be replace blades on blender. I can include additional details in the description section if there's anything that's noteworthy. This could include information about how to access a certain piece of equipment, specific steps to follow, and so on. If I want to assign it to someone, I can come in here and select their name. So in this case, I will assign it to my colleague Mary. I can give it a priority level. So is it urgent, high, normal, low, or is there no priority? I'll say high. And then I'll give it a due date. I'll select the 29th. If I want to relate the task to something specific, such as a piece of equipment or a location or a part, I could come down to the Related To section, click Add, and then select the item from the dropdown. I'll click Equipment, and then I'll search for Blender, and I'll relate it at this point. As you can see, the piece of equipment updates, and then it gets added to the history on the right-hand side. If there are any attachments that I want to add, such as a manual, maybe a picture or a video, I could include those here as well. Once I close out and refresh the page, you'll see that the task has been added to my task list. The other way to create a task is through an individual objects page. So let's say I was in the equipment section and wanted to add a task to this air conditioner. What I could do is click the gear icon, click Add Task, and then follow the same steps that I did before. The only difference is that because I created the task via this specific objects page, I don't need to select the Related To option. It's already been automatically added. The same goes for adding a task to a property or a part. So for example, if I go to a property page, such as Brian's Breakfast Bar, I can add a task and go through the same workflow, and you'll notice that the property has been added to the task. What's nice is that you can go to an individual objects page and see anything that's active and anything that's been completed at that specific property or on that specific piece of equipment, and so on. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to reach out to us, as we are more than happy to help. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe to stay on top of all the videos that we release. Thank you.